Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, good morning. Yes, good morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foster, on the show this morning. Is this the one and only Albert? This pre-match show. How we doing, Albert?
I'm good, mate. I'm not woke up yet, but I'm good. How are you?
I think we're more awake than the technical team. Would that be fair?
Exactly, mate. We're changing it up this time. I believe you have the team, mate.
I do, mate, I do. But to be fair, the people in the Queen Elizabeth, the coma are more awake than the technical team on a Sunday morning. You know what I mean?
They'll come round. Give them 5-10 minutes.
Before I give the team out, congratulations to AK with some of the worst picking we've ever seen. The team today is Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Jeffrey, Barron, Diamondi, Dowell, yes I did say Dowell, Lawrence, Cortez and Dessers, with substitutes of Kelly, Barajani, Casamara, Joe, I hope I've said that right, Sterling, Balogun, Kamanji, Raskin, McCausland and Agamandi, Raskin, McCausland and Fraser. Mate, there'll be a lot of talk about the players that are not playing, and I think there'll be a focus on one player who's appeared for the neighbour.
Mr. Dowell.
Yes.
I mean, it's one of the things, isn't it? I mean, the man's picked his team. He knows what their jobs today. He knows that the job is what to go out and win the game. So we need to wait and see, I suppose. In sports, we say, need to wait and see how the team plays before we criticise or anything like that. But it's a strange team. There's nothing to wait for that.
So if I'm saying that he'll stick to his 4-2-3-1, mate, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And that's up for debate before the game. So obviously the back four, and then with Barron and Dowell sitting, Lawrence in front of him, Diamondi on the left, Cortez going to the right, and then Dessers up top. And the only thing I'm certain about that is that Dessers will be up top, mate.
And Butland's in goals.
Yeah, Mr. Fox is thinking it's a 4-3-3, but he's never changed his system before, mate. So if you were playing a 4-3-3, right, so Dessers is up top, so who's left? Left Cortez, who's playing on the right. Right Cortez, is Diamandi going to the left. With a midfield three of Barron, Dowell and Lawrence. Dowell and Lawrence. Young Barron would need to do some amount of running, wouldn't he?
Aye, I don't know. I'm not. I think I do. It just does my head, and I can't work these formations at the best of things. But you're right about he's never changed these 4-2-3-1 carry on. He's never changed that. You get these players. I mean, we said before when we bought Dowell and Lawrence to a certain extent. What do they play? What is their position normally? All of a sudden, we're trying to turn players into something that basically they're not. We're trying to turn Lawrence into a 10. He's not a 10. You can see he's not a 10. And then the question is, well, what is he then? What does he play? Same as Dowell. What is his natural position? Don't know. We've seen him all over the place as well.
We've basically seen these players, mate, who played in a 4-3-3. They played left or right in the centre. And then all of a sudden you don't play with that position and it's a different setup, mate.
Pointless signing players that don't play the position. But anyway, they're professional football players. They're supposed to be able to adapt and play anywhere on a park. It doesn't seem that way when we sign them. It's I'd love to be able to play there, but that's not my natural position. So I don't know, mate. I'm just guessing. I'm spitballing here. I don't know what I'm talking about because at the end of the day, the team's a team. He's picked his team, and he will live and die by picking these teams. So it's up to yourself.
So the positive is that Cortez is back, but Czerny's disappeared. So we're guessing he's picked up an injury. So we'll maybe hear the manager before the kick-off and maybe get an update on that. But so The curse, if it is an injury, mate, and nothing personal, the curse is struck again.
That is, mate. That is. And I'll have to say it happened between his presser and this morning. So it's happened somewhere in there that he's picked up an injury. Or he might be not feeling well, or he's got maybe a wee touch of a cold or a bug or something. It might be something like that. Mate. You don't know. You don't know. It's strange that he's not even in the squad, you know what I mean?
I'm hearing that he was sharing his peg is between Redvan's and Danilo's, and their crutches fell on his toes, mate. That's what I'm hearing.
He's tripped out. I wouldn't surprise me. I know it's a joke, but it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't.
Right, I'll just shout the team out again for people joining us. Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Jeffrey, Barron, Diamondi, Dowell, Lawrence, Cortez, and Dessers. Substitutes: Kelly, Parajami, Casemiro, Sterling, Balogun, Ingamandi, Raskin, McCausland, and Fraser. So the new signings are slowly getting involved. Parajami, obviously, Casemiro, Ingamani, are all there to be come on the part and influence the game today. Getting. Hopefully, we'll see them get minutes as the team evolves, mate. Yeah.
Yep. So who got dropped for the last game?
Well, obviously,
same.
Matondo's went out, yeah.
It's the exact same team back for Dowell, isn't it? Dowell and Lawrence.
Dowell and Lawrence have come in for Cherney and Sterling. Yeah.
Aye. I'm struggling here to actually make any sense of this, but it must be. He's a manager. You must see them at training. You must think this is it. This is the right way to do it. I mean, I've not seen Dundee United this season. I don't know what they are.
No.
But their position suggests that they're playing all right.
Well, Casemiro, he says, he's just appeared at training, not done much training. Birmingham been away in international, so he's come back. I think, Thursday, Friday. So he's not trained much with the group. So there we go. There's the two new signings on the bench. Yeah, Inganami. We just heard a cameo. Maybe see Mary Day. He's only young and developing, but we'll see where it takes us all. Bear, I would imagine the big talking point. Everybody was saying that even saying, "Where's Dowell came from, mate?"
Is this the first squad, let alone team, that he's been involved with this season since the season started? Has he played anywhere?
I think he played against St Johnstone in the cup. I'll check it out for you, mate. But I'll tell you what, we better get his phone lines opened there.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody will come in and explain it all to us.
Aye. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Before we go back and get the team, this is obviously a pre-match, and after the game will be a post-match show. We'll tomorrow night we'll discuss at length the changes that's happened at the club in the last 24 hours. All bear, that's fair, isn't it? Aye.
I'm just quick one. I'm just sad to hear that John Bennett is he's ill. That's sad. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with the man, but I'm sorry to see that. I'm sorry to hear that.
We wish him all the best, mate, and never ever forget the millions of quid that guy's put into your football club, mate.
Through Rangers, man. Mm-hmm. I hope he's over whatever illness that he's got. I hope he's over it. Yeah. Makes a fast recovery.
Yeah. And all the best to John Gilligan, another true Rangers man and a total gentleman.
Yep. John's come in, stepped up to the plate. Well done, that man.
Right, okay. Right, give your thoughts. Give your honest thoughts. What you would have done. Is he just being conservative with these new players, trying to build them into the group? Does he want to throw them under the bus? Has he protected them, or has he been too cautious, Albert?
I think he's been way too cautious, man. First, building a team. You can't build a team without sitting on a bench. To me, that's going to strip it. The players that are on there, like Tav and all that, I'm not getting it, Tav a day, nothing like that. But the players on there have all had their shot. You've seen it today, Dowell, Lawrence, Tav. There's 3 right away, Dessers, 4. There's 4 right away. that you say, right, we know what they can do. And I've got to be honest, it's not a lot. So you're saying, if you're either building a team or you're not building a team, I don't understand what it's. I know they'll turn and say it's a squad game and you've got to build the squad, which is fine, but you still need to have a core of your team that are solid and that's your go-to players. We don't seem to be building that anymore. I mean, I said right at the beginning of the season that he's hanging his hat on lawns. He's a total fool if he's hanging his hat on lawns, because there's no way that guy's going to win your league. No chance, no way. He might play a wee bit part now and again in some certain games here, there, and all over the place, but you can't. He's not a rock solid player. Know what I mean? So to me, I would have played most of my signings today. You got to blood them, mate. Win, lose or draw today. I hope for a win. We want a win, of course we do, but you've got to give them a taste of it. It's the old let the dog see the rabbit situation here. And they're all going, I know he thinks he's doing well sitting them on the bench, he let them feel how it's like, see how the speed of the game is, blah, blah, blah. That's fine and dandy. But every other team in this league probably, and a lot of other leagues, but every other team that signed players this year have played other players. We've no. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me, mate.
The transfer window's nearly opened in January, mate. That's the one close to our team. Yeah.
It's true. I don't want to label the point, you know what I mean? Because it's a game to win here, and I want to be positive about the game, but it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. Sorry, I interrupted.
If you take Proper and you take Jeffrey and you take Barron, who are the new players, Cortez has come back in. He was involved in a Hearts game. Proper was then involved in the Motherwell game. Yeah. In August, we're now in the middle of September, and the signings for the Monday have the influence for team because they're on the bench.
It's always the same. I mean, since the league started, we were into the first league game. I mean, the team wasn't right. We came out of the pre-season into that first game. We weren't right. We then went into the European game. We still weren't right. We've not got players in. They're always transfers last minute, this, that. He's a wee bit slightly injured. Or he's too late arriving into the squad. So we're out of the Champions League. We then lose points in the first game of the season to Hearts. Then we get put out of the Champions League, and then we go up to Parkhead and get scudded up there. And now we're at Dundee, and you're going like, right, Dundee United, when are we going to get this team sorted? Oh, see, they're just not quite ready yet because the international break took. It's just one excuse after another. It just seems to be you're signing these players, but you're not getting to see anybody yet. We're not letting you see anybody yet. I mean, he picks a team, the team wins the day. Who cares? I mean, really, what I'm saying doesn't really matter. But if anything happens and we draw or lose this game, he's building pressure for himself. It's madness. It's total madness. But there you go. I'm hoping the team followed Dundee United away. I don't think they will, but they're more capable of beating them. I'm definitely more capable of beating them. So I'm hoping for a decent performance. I'm not bothered with the performance. I'm more interested in the victory, mate. Just get the victory and start getting a foundation built here.
Well, the last game that Dell started was a month ago against St Johnstone, mate. Yeah. He's a substitute. Yep. And if you look at the games and minutes he's played, it shoots that argument down about being match fit, mate.
Oh, I know. There's that much garbage gets talked, isn't it? There's that much nonsense, and then they contradict themselves and show it would be just absolutely, totally nonsense. Like Tav playing up all these games. We're going to rest him. We're not going to play as much. He's never missed a game. They're saying, well, what are we talking about? We're going to build a team. Who's back up for Tav? Even if you get one, I mean, that boy come in, the Dutch boy come in. Is he the backup for Tav? Well, he'll probably, but he's not playing. We're not going to give him a game. We're going to wait to. I know it's going to happen. We're going to wait to.
I think he's going to set off.
Well, they say he played right back as well last season. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Sterling's there. He's still in the game either. It's going to wait to we're in desperate need of putting somebody in one of these positions, and then that's when they get a game. When it's absolutely have to do it, with no choice, we've got to do it. Then he'll put somebody in. I know I'm criticising the manager here, but he's making them rods for his end back all over the place. I don't understand. Well, who am I to understand? I'm a supporter. I'm like everybody else. I just like watching the Rangers and see the Rangers win. And if he manages to do it, well, shut up, old bear. Just shut up.
Aye. Well, I'll give you the team for people joining us. Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Jeffrey. Same back five as the last game. And then in the midfield, we'll get Barron, Diamande, Dowell, Lawrence, and Cortez. And you can mix and match that. We're debating that. And then up front, dressers with substitutes of Kelly, Barajami, Casemiro, Sterling, Balogun, Ngannou, Raskin, McCausland, and Fraser. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how he lines the team up. It'll be interesting to see what Diamande and Lawrence plays. It'll be interesting to see what Dowell plays. And it'll be interesting to see what side of the park that Jeff Cortez will be playing on.
But the boy Cortez, I mean, come on, we need at least an hour out this boy, and he walks off the park no injured. When he does get taken off, or if he plays the 90 minutes, he walks off no injured. Just that would be a treat in itself, just to see that.
Maybe a goal and a contribution, mate, would help as well.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Anyway, we'll be
Nice.
joined by Cal. Morning, Cal.
Good morning. Good morning. He's all happy with that team.
It's took the wind out of ourselves, Cal, if I'm being honest.
A wee bit. Hey, can I make a wee point? I mean, I actually watched his press conference. My God, this is getting worse. See, when he says about Bayrami, he doesn't really know the players' names. What are the big 5-inch letters on the back of their shirts for? Does that not sort of tell them their names?
Not so good if you're somebody's facing you and asking for a ball, Cal.
Well, you're hopefully he's passing it forward to people just get their back to him running forward.
I don't know if the names help that much, but the fact you've got a different colour of shirt on for the other guys, I think.
I never thought about the colour-blind test.
I was going to say, they're that smart. They've worked that one out, Carol. They've put them on the same jersey as your teammate, same colour as you. It's a smart move, isn't it?
It is wild. I went like that when I seen the team. Oh, dear old bloody dear. Who's Dowell? I can't even remember the guy. Has he got a moustache? Does he look like Jeopardy? You know what I mean?
He's played twice in 5 months, mate. He started against Ross County and he started against St Johnstone.
I know who he is, actually.
Aye.
He's Wright's replacement. Scott Wright's replacement, but I think he's got nice hair and all, if I remember right. I mean, it's getting worse. I mean, I'll tell you one person who would never get in his team is Davy Dodds. Remember when we bought him? Dundee United.
We're a lot younger than you, Cal, but carry on.
Because he was, do you remember the Bash Street Kids? He was like plug for the Bash Street Kids. You couldn't put him in a 40, man. Right. I think we're going to win. I'm going to go for a cautious 4-0.
I hope you're
Cautious.
right, Cal.
Aye, that's very cautious. I usually go for 5-0 against them. Right. Okay. Have a nice day. Let's hope we've got a winning one, though.
Dear,
Be
Cal.
nice,
Catch
be
you
nice,
soon,
be
mate.
nice.
Right, bye.
My horse took the wind out of people's sails. They never seen it coming, mate. You know, and Raskin came on last week, 2 weeks ago. So you're thinking, well, he's come on. He's got minutes under his belt. He's done all right. I know it's the end of the game. He's had another 2 weeks to get up to mere fitness. And then, bang, he stays where he is. Unless it's a sports signing saying he can only come on and play 20 minutes. Well, you're not going to start somebody that tells you that, well, there, but I don't know, mate. I shake my head.
Well, the sports science weren't too clever last week with Matondo, were they? I believe he's swinging a lead, but since then it's been said that he's getting a hamstring and he's out for 8 weeks, 2 months, something like that. I mean, you sit and go, where's your sports science? It's one of the ones. I'm saying one thing in sports science that they keep contradicting themselves. Oh, we're listening to sports science. Well, how did you? What were they telling you about Matondo then? If he was injured before that game, so, you know what I'm saying? 1 minute you're, we can't play this guy because sports science says something, but we can play this guy who is injured, by the way. And if he further antagonises the injury, he's going to be out for months. But we're going to play that guy. That doesn't compute with me. That didn't humour, man. But it doesn't compute to me. It's just I'm fed up listening to their pressers. I'm fed up listening to their absolute. Not just Clement, they're all at it. All the managers, all the all the pundits are all at it. It's just garbage talk, mate. Absolute nonsense. It's only a game of football, man. They've turned this into something it's not. This big, difficult thing. It's a game of football. Exactly, mate. You fit? Aye, right, you're playing. The good old days. Remember the hamper in the middle of the dressing room and you all grabbed a shirt? What number are you going? I've got 5. You're not a centre-half. Geese, I shut you. I just want a shirt. I want to play. Yeah. I think it'd be better doing that way. That's a more sensible way of doing it than doing it now. Sports science. I don't believe
Right, I'll give the team again, Albert. Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Proper, Jeffy. Barron, Diamondi, Dill, Lawrence, Cortez, and Dessers. Subs Kelly, Arajami, Castlevero, Sterling, Balogun, Inganami, Raskin, McCausland, and Fraser, mate.
Aye. I mean, there's some talented players. We have got some talented players. There's no getting away from that, mate. We've not got a team yet, but we've got some talented players. It's the team. It's the team spirit I'm looking for, mate. It's the togetherness. It's the never say die attitude. You got to build that. You got to build that. And if that Tonkin up at Parkhead didn't bring them a wee bit closer together, nothing will, mate. Nothing will. If they've not get the message yet, there's not much chance, is there? Because everybody outside the Rangers wants every one of their players to fail, and you need to drum that into them. And if they're in about you, you're going, well, I'm no feeling. I'm no gaining, no chance. But that's called the siege mentality. You need to instill it in them. So we'll see the day, mate. It might all work out. We might be fretting over nothing. We might come out and play absolutely brilliant.
Aye. Listen, it's always difficult. You're saying things about players, and I just don't see. I'll be interested to see the sort of, if you like, where Cortez plays. Is he left or right? So does that mean Diamandi goes left or Lawrence goes left, and who plays the number 10 role? These are all puzzles. But I suppose he will say that all of a sudden his plans, his 2 wide players, Matondo and Journey, have disappeared for the last game. I'm thinking both injured, mate. So
I don't know. It's scratch my head, mate. Scratch my head. If he plays 4-2-3-1, well, now we know we'll get players playing out of position. If he plays 4-3-3, we know he'll playing players out of position. Oh dear. It's one of these situations. Heads he loses, tails he loses again, isn't it?
Aye. You live and die with your calls, mate. You know. And, listen, Kieran Dill's one player in the team, mate. But I think a lot of focus and the punters will be talking about him. You know. So the fall guy for the Old Firm game has been John Sterling in midfield.
Seems to be, mate. I mean, the boy's down. Let's get honest. The boy Dow is a good football player. Where he plays, I've not got a clue. But he is a good football player. Has he got the legs to play the style that Clement wants? No, neither is Lawrence. We've said that already. But I'm no slagging any 2 players on ability-wise. But this system, did he suit it? No. And this press and high intensity, no, it's not their game. It's just no. But if you put them on the ball in the right areas of the park, they're very technical and they can create and both can score. But it's everybody else needs to dig in then. You need to double up in your work rate, all the rest of them, Diamondi, we Barn and all the rest of them. They all need to double up. The 2 fullbacks need to all double up on their work rate to cover any player that's no doing his. But you know that yourself. You've done it yourself, mate, on parts. When your partner's no pulling their weight, you've got to dig in. And it's no easy. It's no easy, mate. I don't particularly like the system. I don't think anybody likes the system. We've done it to death. We don't like the system, but at the end of the day, it'll be nice to see. It'll be fascinating to see what he's going to do today. And if it's 4-2-3-1, I don't know. I don't think he's got the players to play that. But anyway, we'll see.
Aye. When we line up and what shape we'll do, you know. And what do you make of the back 4? I mean, obviously, also we signed the boy just before the window, and then it's about 2.5 weeks now, and he's no in the team, mate. I don't know, mate.
Everybody
I think
else's
the
team.
it's league
Sorry,
game,
Mr.
so we don't play another league game for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
because
still
we
they're
play
not
the cup tie next Saturday. So that's you're now moving close to October, mate. Before that guy will make his debut in a league game.
I know. It's just.
I'm struggling, mate. I'm struggling.
Oh, you're struggling. I'm
Uh-huh.
dumbfounded at times. I really am. It staggers me. Staggers to believe me. It's difficult to try and find something really good to say about this. But there you are. If we win, it doesn't matter. And I'm hopeful that we get the result today.
I think we've got enough. But what we're doing is, I think we should win the game, and I'm reasonably confident. But we're throwing up questions before the game starts. Now, the answer will be is, are these players ready? If they're not ready, all right, I understand that. You know, he's got to protect their fitness and all that. But how are they not ready? Why don't they just play 2 games at international football? So he must be fit.
Exactly. Other teams bringing players in and playing them already. Some of the players have had 4 and 5 games now under their belt, under their new clubs. We've got players here for the transfer window. It's not kicked up on and earnings yet. It's nuts. It's nuts. Anyway, he sees it all at training. He knows, I suppose, better than us who's ready to play and who's not ready to play. But the question then arises: if they're not ready to play, as you've just pointed out, mate, why are they not ready? Explain that to me with all your gang of coaches and fitness coaches and analytical people and all this brigade. How are they not ready? What are they all doing? What's their jobs? To get these players ready, fit and available for the manager for selection at any particular time. But in our game, no. Our team, no. It doesn't seem to work that way for some mental reason, but I don't know why. His subs are going to be interesting today as well, aren't they?
Aye, the substitutes are, as I said, Kelly, Barajami, Casemiro, Sterling, Balogun, Igamangi, Raskin, McCausland, and Fraser.
So I don't know. It depends if anybody takes an injury or no playing well. Do you think he takes players? I mean, there's a question for you. Do you think he takes players off? It's no playing well. I've yet to see evidence of that as well.
See with the 5 substitutes sometimes, mate. I think that 3 to 4 of the substitutes are predetermined, mate. When and who.
Aye, tactical.
Aye, I get it that you maybe, if you accept that the midfield won a lot more, yeah, so you want to refresh your engine room. Yeah, but
well, you
then
think
you can somebody who's having the game of his life after an hour, so you take him off.
Well, aye, true. That doesn't seem to work anymore, isn't it? You're the best player on the park. You stay on the park. That's old-fashioned way of looking at it, isn't it? No, we worked it out on the blackboard before we come in here. You've got to come off after an hour. It says it on the calculation we've done now. You've got to come off after an hour.
Aye.
It's about winning games, mate. Let's be honest about it. It's a result business. It's always been a result business.
So can we keep them out and can we put the ball on the net today, mate?
That's what it's required, isn't it? It's required in every game. So here we go again. I mean, I've gave my opinion on Butland during the week here. And I gave my opinion with Dessers at the same time. I've no confidence in they two, none whatsoever. I think both of them are getting a free ride, especially Butland. Dessers already took it in the neck a few times this season alone. He's took it a lot last season, but Butland's getting a free ride, total free ride. He needs to pull his finger out when he go on with his job. Let's see this so-called world-class goalkeeper we've got. Because I don't see it, mate. I really don't see it. And I'm not giving him a free ride anymore. That's Super Jack Butland. You need to earn that song, but the support sing his name and all that, but he's not giving it back to the support. He's not even taking responsibility for his mistakes, mate, and that's a big no-no for a goalkeeper. At least McGregor. I had a wee think the other night. McGregor and Gorham sort of covered roughly about 20 years, mate, between them. And them two combined, the mistakes they two made combined, I don't think the They two combined with their mistakes covers Butland for last season and this season. And that's
I don't know about Alan's last season, mate.
He had a few mistakes, but I still don't think they're anywhere near as many as what this guy's done this season or the end of last season.
Well, I've been polite and saying his confidence has went for 6 months, mate. No.
You're too much of a gentleman. That's what's up with you.
I've been told that, mate. I've been told that. Talking about gentlemen, we couldn't find any, but we've been joined by old Davey. Good morning, Davey.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Aye, it's a puzzler, that man, isn't it? It reminds me of the days growing up in Govan Hill. You used to get in and buy a lucky bag, and you opened it up. You didn't know what you were going to get inside it. That's what that team's like to me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm miles off it, but it's definitely. It's one of the ones you say, well, he's got to get this right, because if he doesn't, this is going to be a train wreck, as far as I'm concerned. Because I hope I'm wrong. I just agree with everything you've said.
What's giving you cause for concerns, David?
Well, Doyle for a start, Proper for a start, Tavernier for a start. I could go on and on. And I just don't see why Balogun's not playing unless he's got an injury. And if he has got an injury, he shouldn't be on the bench. There's a lot of ifs and buts there, Ox, but there's more buts than there is anything else. And that's a worry for me. I don't know what you guys. I know you're concerned yourself, listen to you,
Proper. Well, he's brought him in to be his leader. He's got another 2 weeks fitness under his belt, so hopefully he can last him the game for a start, Albert, and hopefully he has a better game than he did the last game.
I will see, like Jeff the Proper, would you call him, wee Barn, Cortez now because he's back in the team. They've all got passes, mate. They're all just coming into the team. So you've got to give them more time to settle in. But they're on the part, at least they're going to settle on the part, playing a competitive game. The rest of them, Butland, Suter, Tav, Dow, Lawrence, Dessers, you know all about these guys. We know everything about these guys. There's nothing new, going to be a surprise with any of these guys. But you're sitting looking at your bench and you're going, there's half a dozen players on that bench. We're all scratching my head. Practically, I've so seen most of them. You're going, why are they not playing? Why are you not just giving them a game? Because I think what he's thinking, now I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking going, right, and we know about all the ones I mentioned, they're on the part. If they're not playing well, I'm going to replace them with these guys. But if he does it the other way about, and these guys are not up to speed, he doesn't want to replace them with the guys that are already on the part, because they're not going to bring anything extra to the party. So that's what he's hoping for. The new boys bringing something extra to the party. They can't be any worse, surely, than what we've been watching this season. Forget about last season. That's still a sore one. But this season alone, it's got to be better than that. All right, we'd have had a good game against Ross County. You only can beat what's in front of you and blah, blah, blah. We had a good game. There's no doubt about that. We played well then. But apart from that, the rest of it's been a bit of a struggle, isn't it? All the games. They've been a struggle.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll hear from the gaffer now and we'll maybe get an explanation or some of the things. Let's hear from your manager.
Gaffer, I have to start obviously with the news yesterday of the Chabin stepping down. Just give me your reaction to that.
Yeah, that I knew it a few days before because he called me about that. And of course, health stays the most important thing in life. And the doctors advised him to do this now. It was against his heart. He's full of passion for the club and for Rangers, for everything. So it was a really hard decision for him. But yeah, you need to follow the advice of doctors and to stay healthy. That stays the most important thing in life.
And back to league duty today, how important is it just to get that winning feeling back among the squad?
Yeah, it's very important for everything, for everybody, and I expect a reaction in that way. In difficult circumstances, a team who's done really well the start of the season, they are still in the positive dynamic of making promotion on a small pitch with a lot of physical duels. So it's going to be a big test today, but we're going to go full in that.
And in terms of the team today, obviously Kieran Dowell comes in, likewise Oscar Cortez. Is this a big opportunity for both?
Normally it was the idea to start with Oscar and Václav's journey, but Václav became sick yesterday during the training, and afterwards he had to vomit a lot, and he's very ill now. So it was not a possibility. Kieran Dow comes in instead of him because he's doing well in the training. And Ross, after the during international duty, got a knock, so he had only one training. So it was more logical to start with Kieran on that position. For Oscar, he's coming back week after week. He's becoming stronger after being a long time out. So it was the moment now to give him starting minutes. It will not be 90 minutes, but it's the next game now for him to start and to become stronger and stronger.
And just lastly, what qualities do you want to see from your side today?
Yeah, to be good on the ball, you need to keep the ball in a good way against an aggressive pressing team. You need to be strong in the set pieces, in the duels, and out of that you can create the spaces and to find the right spaces like we trained this week. So that's important to find that and score goals out of that.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
All right, thanks for that, Fox. So if that's a straight Fox, that'll be Tavernier, Suter, Proper and Jeffrey, Diamandi and Barron again. In the middle, with Lawrence in front of them, with Dow on the right, Cortez on the left, and Dessers up front. If that's a straight swap, Davey?
Well, it sounds like it, Ox. It sounds like it. It's just it's no lap of the gods, isn't it? But they've got to turn up with it. And I think whether we can do it, I hope we can. But I'm a bit concerned the way things have been panning out. I just don't know if some of them's got the ball to play for Rangers. And if that mob will be right up for us, so they've got a big... I'll take a Brisbane any day of the day. Any kind of result, no caring. Anyone, no matter how ugly it could be.
I think you see that a bit most away games, especially at the start of the season, Albert.
I'm with David there. Any result will do me, mate. 1-0, 2-0, just don't care. As long as it's a win, that'll do me nicely. But the manager said we suspected Cherny might have been ill or something like that. So that's the way that clears that one up. But he knows it's a tight pitch and he knows it's going to be a battle. So putting Lawrence and Dowell in there, who else would have put in there that's going to face up to a battle? Let's be honest about it. We're not that type of squad, are we? No go the killers in there, but it sounds better. They should put Balogun maybe in there as well. Again, it's changed the formation. I'd have went 3 at the back with Proper, Balogun and Suter for the battle. But anyway, he doesn't do that. He just likes his formation and he tries to fit everybody into that formation. So I am expecting a kicking match, to be honest with me. It's always a kicking match up there. And then Davey, I'm concerned, mate, that if they got the ball to stand up to this, they better have the ball to stand up to, put it that way. We'll see. Aye,
listen, every game's about attitude. You need to do the right attitude, win your personal duels, and then play your football. You know, if you're a better football team, or dominating them with football. If you move the ball quick enough, you take a lot of the, how do we see, enthusiastic players out the wide area.
You're right, Ox, but I mean, they put the pressure on themselves. And I just hope Butland turns up the day and all, because he's definitely needing a game that we can say, well, that's the guy we know can play as a goalie. And I think they've all got a test today, but hopefully the ones that are in front of him and the ones that are in front of him can turn up as well, because they only turn up the day. This is a big game. Just psychologically, it's massive.
I get that. If he thinks he's under pressure, there's nothing. He doesn't know nothing yet. And it's not just this seasonal, Ben, it's the hangover, as I've mentioned a few times. But hopefully the team can get there and play against the team. It'll be full enthusiasm. You'll be promoted. You know, there'll be other players that shuffled around Scottish football. We'll know a few of them. We should have enough to beat them, but we've got to just be up for the fight, mate.
Knuckle down, mate. It's just as simple as that. I mean, it might be a culture shot for some of the guys coming in and think they're going to get a nice game of silky football on a nice park. on a nice Sunday morning. They're in for a shock if that's what they're thinking. Because I hope they've warned them. You need to be up for this. There's no time for mincing about here. It's got to be quick, accurate football to get around this mob and get them beat. Because don't think for a minute you're going to get time on the ball. Don't think for a minute you're going to stroll about here and be Billy Big Boys. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get your sleeves rolled up and get tore in here. And that's just a fact of life. That's just the way it's going to be. And I think this is going to be a cultural shock for a couple of them. I think so, mate. I've not seen. Well,
Type part. I've got their team all there. Walton Holt, Graham Trapanovsky, Babahonsky, Ferry, Sibbald, Agaboyga, Stevenson, Van der Sand, and Gallagher. And the subs, probably will know one of them, young boy Middleton. And also young there, but he's on the bench for them. So the only one I really know is maybe Sibbald. I don't know many other players there, Albert. Yeah.
Many of them to sign this season.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I'll guarantee you they'll be in that side, but that's the thing. They can do it. Everybody can do it, but we can't seem to do it. Anyway, if it comes to a football game, see, if it's a football game, we'll beat them. I think we'll beat them, and I'll beat them comfortably if it's a football game. But me, you and Davey know this is not going to be a football game. This is going to be a battle. They're going to turn it into a battle.
Aye, we know what happens. They'll play for free kicks and try and put us under pressure. They've not lost again this season, so the confidence will be relatively high. Yeah, you have to study the fixtures to see who they've played, but we'll see where it takes us. But I think you're using the attitude, character, whatever word you want to use. These games are all about that, aren't they, Davey?
Aye, it's just summed it up spot on there. I think that's one of the reasons why he's named that team out there, because they are well sort of versed on a sort of rough and tumble game, and some of the boys that are coming in, that might just be a wee bit early for him. But if it doesn't go to plan, he's got the only option he's got is to bring them on. But hopefully, as Albert says, we can settle down, and if they give us a chance to play, we be the better side as far as I'm concerned. But they'll not want to do that. They just want to get in there and rumble us up, and hopefully they'll get a goal with it. But hopefully that'll not happen.
Aye. If we accept it's a physical battle, is it strange that Sterling's not playing, Albert?
Yeah, it is, mate. It is, because he is a lumpy boy, and he does get tore in, to be fair to the boy. But again, we're ruining that guy. You know it yourself. We're ruining him. He's in and out team. He's injured. He's in and out. We don't know where we're playing. We're there, playing over here. No. We'll put him back to where we had him at first. No, I don't know. Don't put him back at. Well, if somebody's injured during the game, we'll put him up there then. It's just ruining the guy. Totally ruining. The boy's too good a player to do what we're doing with him. I know we're trying to mend and make do type thing on this part and are running repairs. But the guy is a right back. Play him at right back. You're trying to build a team for the future, for this season and for the future. Put him at right back. Tav now starts to get phased out the team. Sorry, Tav, but you've had your time. If you're staying, you're staying. But you're getting phased out the team. He needs to understand that. He's the backup right back now. Don't get me wrong. I hope Tav does what he does, and scores a beauty, a couple of goals, and sets up a couple. Of course you want to do that, but it still doesn't matter. We're trying to build a team for the future, and Sterling should be in it right back.
Last word for your good self, David.
Oh, well, hopefully this doesn't turn out to be a train wreck, but I'm looking forward to it, and as always, hopefully the Rangers will win. So thanks for taking the call, guys, and stay safe, and catch you later. Good day.
He's a score, David. He's a score.
Now you're asking. I'll take a 1-0 all day.
No, he meant give him a score, 20 quid, he meant.
No, I couldn't even tell you what the score. It'll depend on how we turn up. But I'll take 1-0. Okay, guys.
Get that. I get that. It's that kind of day, but listen, I'm hoping for a bit better than that, Albert. I'm hoping that we can do it and get the cobwebs shook off, start the game well, get a goal, then it makes it difficult for them, yeah? Because we'll get better players. Yeah.
Oh, of course we will. Of course we will. But it's just get tore in. Any victory for me, yourself, any victory for the Rangers.
Anyone, is that it? That's fair, mate.
That's it, mate.
Right. Thanks to Davey and Cal for joining us, Albert for doing the show, Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue, the most successful team in football. We're Scotland's gallant few, though at times they have been hard. We've followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. successful team in football, with Scotland's gallant few, who times they have been hard, will follow near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park.